playing footsie.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Kimlin Bappy with QBW. I am in a sacred space. I'm in New York City with Jane Spokenword and Albey on the bass. And I am just in heaven because I have two people here that have answered the call to what fringe is, what bohemian is, what it means to merge the energies of the arts and ooze creativity. And that's what these two are and represent for me. And it is very much an honor for me to introduce them to you. So, first of all, when we watched your performance, there's no way to deny that there's love between the two of you.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me your love story.
Well, we met each other in 1969. It was love at first sight. We've been together ever since. Actually, it might be the bass I fell in love with, and then he came next.
Package.
For
You
real.
saw me before you saw the bass.
That's true. That's true.
I'll tell you that.
Where was it?
In Boston,
Boston.
Mass.
Wow. What were you doing in Boston?
Looking for him. No.
Nice, okay. That's, guys, that's how you do it. Yes, that's a pickup line there. I'm taking notes.
No, I moved to Boston after high school, and he's from there.
Okay.
And I love music, so it was natural that we would meet.
So, was he playing and you were in the audience?
No,
We met through a mutual friend.
his drummer was like, this guy Albey is the balls on bass. Like, cool, I'm dying to meet him. And then I was like, oh shit, that's Albey. I'm done. Wrap me up, baby. I'm done.
Stick a ring on it.
Yeah, well, actually, no, it took a long. The only reason we stuck a ring on it was because I got pregnant. We have one son, and back then, he couldn't be in the delivery room or any of that kind of stuff.
Everything was a
Yeah, we had to
problem.
be married.
Right.
So it was a shotgun wedding forced upon us by ourselves.
Hey, you guys are practical.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing about having a child was going to be a mess if we weren't married. Back in the 70s, it was not like now. You know, if it was now, we wouldn't have gotten married because it's not an issue.
Right.
Because you know, if we don't want to be together, that little piece of paper, because we got married by the Japanese ambassador who was like 90 years old and like
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Dr. Yes.
So in our marriage certificate had him and his seal on it and everything. It's like, okay, cool. This works for us.
Oh
if
my
we don't want
gosh.
each other, it's going to be see you anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, you didn't realize that you're going to get relationship advice here too, But yes, this is what happens when you have the arts and you have artists together because, you get a little philosophy, a little marriage counseling, it's all part of the package. So,
Well, also you find your soulmate.
yes.
If you find your soulmate, then that's that.
Yeah.
You just do that, and
That's just
you're
what
good.
it is.
And you're good. If it's not that, I don't know what happens.
So when did you guys start, doing this dialogue between spoken word and music together? I mean, we all know that poetry is music, music is poetry. But how did you discover this magic between the both of you?
I think because she was ill and couldn't do her poetry, and I thought that her poetry should be done, and so I was doing her poetry. So I would get gigs. I had like a little improvisational trio, and it would be like that. Then she got better, and it was like, well, you can go out? Yeah. Why don't you do it? You do your poetry. Because she has her poetry memorized, the improvisational part is the application. So we're a rock band, we're a funk band, we're just a ambient band. She can mold her poetry into what's happening musically. I think it's mainly because they're memorized. So
Yeah,
she can
memorized,
roll with it.
internalized, and
Yes.
poeticized.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, that's amazing. Tell me some of the places that are memorable that you've performed at.
Let's see, start at the top and go down.
Whitney.
Well, yeah, we played
Whitney
together at the Whitney Museum with the Cecil Taylor thing,
Mm-hmm.
introspective that they did on him, and then of course playing with Cecil. We were playing a duet, me and Jane, at a place over here on Houston Street, the local 269, and that's where we met Miguel Algarin,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope.
and that's where he sat in with us, did one piece, then we met later, and subsequently me and Miguel did a CD together. So, but it was always, he was another one to, just to know and to hang with and then get to play. That was memorable, I would say.
Lots of memorables with Albey. He's played festivals, he's played reggae bands, blues bands, award-winning blues bands. He's the shit.
She's in love. He's in love. In love. Yeah.
But I'll tell you about when we played at the local and Miguel was sitting at the bar. He was kind of alone and it was dark. It's kind of a divey bar, really nice bar. And he was sitting at the end of the bar. And I hear this dude, he's in his voice, he's going, "Speak on bass. Yes, bass player." And I'm like, damn, who is this dude? And then, by the time we're, doing it, he's going, "Yes, poet." And I'm like, damn, who is this dude? And then he gets up and he starts walking towards the stage. I'm like, oh, shit, here he comes.
Here he comes.
And he's saying to him, "I want to play with you." I'm like, you better
Yeah.
mean bass.
Well, I played in enough bar rooms, it was kind of like, get out of here. Jane goes, no, do it. Okay.
Just the vibe.
So
Yeah.
he jumped up there,
Oh,
and it was amazing. And then it just worked on. Oh, so I says to him, "Do you want to do a CD?" He says, "Yeah." Okay. Well, give me some of your CDs so I see how you work. He says, "Well, I don't have any CDs." "You don't have any? How do you not have any?"
Miguel Algarin.
"How are you don't have any CDs?" "Well, I tell you, Albey, it's like this. They want to make a CD. I say, okay. Then he comes and he says, okay. He's going to play the intro, then he's going to take a solo, then when I point to you, you do the poetry. Got it? Yeah. All right. So he says, so then he plays, and then he plays, and then they point to me, I don't know. So then they get mad, and that's it, no CD. So he goes, so how are we going to do a CD? I says, well, you're going to come over to my apartment. You're going to sit in this chair. We're going to drink and smoke. I'm going to sit in this chair. I'm going to turn the recorder on, and you'll do your poetry, and I will play, and that's how we'll do it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so the thing is that he just lived on the other block. So I'm going to call him. Now the right voice has to answer the phone.
For real.
So I call him and he sounds tired and hungover or I don't know what. It's not that voice. I said, okay, Miguel, well, see you later. And then things like, well, the voice would answer. Okay, hey, do you want to do this? Yeah, but I have to go
It's called a whole thing off.
Miguel.
8 months. Called him every day, hung with him every day. For 8 months. Called him up. The voice answered. Well, Miguel, like, what's up? Can you come over today and we could record? Yeah. You mean like right now? Yeah. Well, come on. And that's what we did. He came right here, sat there. We just laid it out. We just played. He did his poetry. One session. Oh, we did a second session because he didn't put any Spanish ones on. So, but the next day it still was working.
The voice is still there.
Yeah,
the voice is still there.
Still
Okay.
there, and he could still just come right over. So like then we did the Spanish ones, and that's it. And then I just mixed it on my little gear. Easy enough. It's just 2 things, and that's it. That's how we did the Miguel thing.
Soul to soul.
Soul to soul.
Man. I mean, and tell us, who is Miguel Algarín, for those who don't know?
Well, he is the New Yorican poet.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
As far as I know, he invented that word, and he invented a certain style of poetry that continues and continues, and obviously he's the founder of the New Yorican Poets Cafe here in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Miguel.
Yeah.
Sweet guy.
Very
He's a
sweet,
sweet guy.
loving, wonderful guy. The voice just comes from like the whole universe comes out in his voice. Yeah.
So and I wondered too, like, well, so where does he get this delivery? I mean, we're all given a certain voice and we can develop them or whatever, but nevertheless, the voice he got. But where did he get this delivery? I find out that he taught Shakespeare at Rutgers for 30 years. So it's like,
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There
it is.
Yes. Whoop, there it is.
That money voice.
Yeah.
yeah, man, some people have it, I mean, John Lee Hooker, I mean, all he has to do is go, and you're done.
What are your, where do you feel like experimental arts is headed in this future that we are living in? I mean, we've talked about, the travesties of being digitized and televised, and how important it is to be humans with one another. But yet, the reality in this world is we are becoming more global, and the people who are interested in you are actually around the world. Where do you feel the energy is leading you all and leading the arts?
Well, I think what we do, because it's totally improvised, it's the feeling of the moment, right this second. It really is a right brain experience. And everything that we're doing out in the world right now is a left brain experience. So a lot of younger people don't have that crossover brain experience. They're so used to like, this is how you do the digitized, this is how you do this is how you do that. Whereas when you bring that right brain in because you don't know what to expect, it's a whole other world that can open up. So if we can open up your right brain a little bit, it'll help the planet and the people and the family and the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't like us.
We'll take you there.
But if it could make you think, even enough that like, I don't like them. Mission accomplished. Because it's
We took you somewhere.
to get you people to think about it, step back a little, and like I say, a good part of it is because people understand her poetry, like right away. No one goes, what does she mean by that? What do you think that means? Is that like, is she signaling him or someone? No, they get it right away. And the thing is that with the two of us, what happens is, a lot of people, if they hear me by myself, they don't get it. It's like, what's this guy is just, he's all over the place. I don't get it. I can't follow it. So therefore I don't like it, which is really funny because if I came across something, wow, I don't get it, I can't follow it, so what is it? But anyway, but they understand her poetry. So when she says something and I do something over here that you never heard before or you wouldn't maybe like or understand if I was doing it alone, but when she says something that you understand and then I do something, it makes sense.
Yes.
And so the one thing is hand in hand with the other thing. So, and
It's a dialogue between something concrete and something abstract. So that's that tension and pull, which once again is then expanding that right brain, left brain
Yes.
experience, that
Yes.
harmony and that dialogue within our own minds as the audience and the recipient of your gifts.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
It is exciting. It's very cool when you actually move people. You see it in the audience. When people's eyes are glued to you, you know they're really enjoying the experience. And then after the gig, when they come up to you and quote some of your lines, it's like, gotcha. Yeah.
right, they was hearing it. And you're hearing it, I think, too, because you're understanding what she's saying, what she's talking about. I mean, a lot of poetry is like very personal, so that like a larger range of people might not, you know, well, I don't know what you're talking about, you know. Hers, that doesn't happen.
They get each other, guys. They get each other. And what we want is for you to just get a little bit of them because there's magic in this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, last thoughts? What would you like, Albey, what would you like to say to your audience? And Jane, then your turn.
It's just the same thing, man. Same story. Like, you know, I wish we could, you know, get along. I wish the people running things could get it right. And peace and just be nice. You can have your own point of view. You don't have to be an asshole about it. You know. So I don't like the word hope anymore, but that's all we can hope for. Peace. Peace. That's it. Peace.
Jane, last word.
Love everybody. Love one another. Be kind. Be good to each other. We are all one family. We are all one tribe. O Mateot, Itakuyasin.